Welcome, everyone. Welcome to No Restrictions TV from Marc Rubin Gallery. And tonight we have a wonderful cast for us. Gonna make you laugh, gonna make you chuckle. There's Marc, Leah, Julianne, and Razzle. Razzle has the mustache.
What's up?
And remember, carbon emissions. Okay, panel. So I have my audience trained. When I say carbon emissions, see, because we're against the carbon tax. I know it's not one of the questions tonight. But we have some topics here. And everybody knows how brilliant the four of you are, and they want to know all about this stuff. All about it. And, I mean, what would comedy be without talking about Blago? Blago. And a six-figure book deal. Does that mean he's seeing 6 women with figures, or is he getting money?
Oh, they're paying him money to write his autobiography about the adventures that he had as governor. In other words, it's going to be a work of fiction.
I want to see a chapter about the hair.
I know, I was going to say that. You know, definitely chapter about the hair. I mean, I think he was stealing all this money to support his habit.
Rogaine?
Rogaine and women.
I think it's just a hairspray to keep the damn hair in place. It's just, I think he's put the hole in the atmosphere just by himself.
I mean, it makes me mad because, you know, here we are, Chicagoans, like, working hard. We're in a recession, and guess what? Our governor is spending all the money that, you know, the tax dollars, and on what?
Rogaine and Lotion gel. It never moves. I think it's frozen here.
I mean, I think it might also be KY jelly. I don't know.
Maybe large containers of Dippity-Doo.
That would be low sheen.
Low sheen. It could be soft sheen. Hey!
How soft can it be? It never moves.
Is that what he said?
It never moves.
Well, the question is really like, does anyone actually read books? No, and what they're gonna.
Chicago.
Well, I think it's Chicago. They read books in Chicago, but like overall, I don't think people are buying books. So who's gonna pay like 6 figures? I mean, how?
The
how
people,
is this gonna
the
be?
people that want to be senators.
No, are we
I don't
talking
know.
like we're going to need to pay 6 figures for the book?
The book is gonna need its own bailout. Like petition the Obama administration for it.
Well,
Another
it'll
6
get a
figures.
bailout if it's something about those mice living in salt water or whatever. Then you get money.
You lost us.
I heard about that.
They're
So what
saving
you're
some kind of mice. I mean, what's her name? Pelosi wanted to save mice living in salt water near San Francisco.
Oh,
They
okay.
call
So
them
you're
the
saying
There's so many more
that-
stylish
okay.
neighborhoods just living in San Francisco. You know?
Well, Blagojevich, he's just got to get a gimmick if he wants bailout money.
Maybe we should just have the book published
Yeah,
by
no,
AIG.
I don't know. I disagree because the Republicans are really pissed about the little earmarks that are in the bailouts, and then they bring up things like there's a mouse living in a salt marsh and it's going to be protected and it's going to cost $8 million. That's that, and then they drop the story. They forget that that mouse has something to do with the rest of the rest of the environmental area. It's not just like that particular mouse that's getting $8 million.
I think it's a bigger mouse. I think the mouse's name is Blago. No, but you know what it is like, it's not about the Democrat Republicans, and I think some Republicans, they just completely forgot the reason why they're the reason why they're senators and they're congressmen and women. You know, they just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna agree with the Democrats because I'm a Republican. I mean, did you guys see the Bobby Jindal's speech after our great president?
Yeah, I thought he was Bojangles. I thought that's who came from.
I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, thank you. It was, I was like,
say anything.
it was so bad. It was like a robot. Hi, I'm talking about.
He was like a Mr. Rogers, like he was going to change his sweater in the middle of the thing.
Oh, come on, he can't help it.
Actually, I was waiting for him to break into a commercial
be
for
nice.
Slumdog
He can't
Millionaire.
help it. He's the only East Indian guy we'll ever see that isn't in Bollywood.
But I
You know-
still,
you
but
know
I was
what?
still
The thing
waiting
is-
for him to get break into a commercial for Slumdog.
You know,
I was still waiting for him to break into a commercial for Slumdog Millionaire. I really.
it's not. I mean, it's forget about the race because she's just a bad speaker, and I'm sure he's a smart man. You can't be a congressman without being a smart guy. It's just that. But he
Welcome to
started.
Chicago.
The thing is, he started to listen. He's like a puppet to somebody else's. So he's like he's talking, but somebody else is talking for him. So I guess he is stupid.
Leah, I think you're very conditioned from hearing their voices every time you call in about your power bill, your computer service, your television service, coupons, that you always get them in India. You're just conditioned to his voice. He is pretty lame.
He is pretty lame.
And he's not Bojangles, because Bojangles sang, I think.
Well, I thought what was interesting was I've never seen so many people of color in the Republican Party. They're like parading out every person of every nationality that I didn't realize that, it's ridiculous. Like, so Jindal, like, oh, he's a color. Oh, let's bring him out. Oh, there's Burris. Let's put him in. Or no, that.
Did you see the statement from Michael Steele, who actually is the head?
Yeah, Michael Steele.
We want to make a hip hop Republican Party.
That'd be cool.
That's what I need. Robert Byrd getting down and funky,
No,
with
you know
gold
what?
chains,
It would be great to have like if they could find an Asian Republican and gay midget, then they really kind of like got it down together,
Wow.
Like an episode of Creole.
Something.
I
Hey.
just feel like they're saying like, oh, you people are really stupid because if you just look at the color of the person's skin, it doesn't really matter like what they're gonna say. So they want a hip hop Republican who's still gonna steal everybody's money. You know what I mean? Like, give me like.
But they're still not supporting him. I mean, you saw the fight earlier this week with Rush Limbaugh and him doing the Republican convention, and
I
he's
love that.
fighting with Michael
Oh, talk
Steele.
about sumo wrestlers. Talk about your sumo wrestlers.
I mean,
There goes Rush Limbaugh. What is sumo wrestling? Are they smoking pot?
You
You-
have
you
to
would
look at
think-
me when you talk about sumo wrestlers,
you would think
I
somebody
mean,
their
Rush
size.
Limbaugh, sumo wrestlers. Rush is hooked on a different drug. He doesn't smoke pot. Oxycontin?
Yeah, Rush was real anti-drug dealer till he got caught getting drugs from the maid. It was
And it was Oxycontin?
Oxycontin.
I'm wearing Egyptian cotton. Is that okay?
Yeah, and he
I'm
was,
sure it's not as high inducing.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it depends if you smoke it.
Carbon emissions! I love this audience!
Well, the thing is like the sumo wrestlers, you guys, like celebrities doing drugs. Have
You
you guys
got-
heard the Michael Phelps about like getting caught smoking a bong or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, apparently I seen that like sumo wrestlers in Japan now have been getting caught smoking marijuana.
I saw that.
I
And
mean,
there's like this big hubbub about them like doing drugs in Japan, which is relatively drug free.
Listen, they got to keep their weight up. And
exactly,
marijuana
exactly.
But you think somebody that size would
I
have
mean-
no problem getting the munchies. They wouldn't need the pot to get the
Dude,
munchies.
they're like very.
They got appetites as it is.
How many Asian people do you see that big? So they have to figure
have
out
to
a
wonder.
way to.
Right.
You have to wonder, like,
Well, there were 3 of them
A
on
lot
Hell's Kitchen
of-
last night, and they ordered the complete menu. So
it's a lot of rice.
green, for
at St. Patty's Day.
Really?
Saturday, yeah.
See, that's news to me.
And there's a nude bike ride every year. They come riding down the street, all these naked people
How,
at night.
how come you know about this, Mark?
Yeah.
Because they did it in front of my old gallery.
Oh, I was like,
We're going to look for some footage.
I was so appalled that I had 3 video cameras go to the window. Thank you.
And you
Well,
were
this has been a fun discussion. We've had a great time here, and we're going to be back in a little while to do it all again. So that's it from yours